All right, and I believe our guests have officially joined us now. We were talking just a little while ago about a movie that's being made. It's about college students going on spring break with friends to Cancun and then disappears. It's the case is the focus of a fictional movie called Border Break, and it's made by Houston filmmakers. Now, they're trying to bring attention to the violence on the other side of the border. Lakisha Lemons is the writer and director. Jesse Young is the producer of Border Break. Lakisha is on the line with us right now. I believe we can start with you. Can you tell us just a little bit about the plot of the movie Border Break?
Border Break is the movie about a missing girl, Janet Taylor, who on spring break with her friends, they decided to go to Cancun, Mexico, but en route they stumbled upon a series of tragic events that leads to her disappearance.
Is this based on a true story?
It is based on a true story. Actually, the executive producer and I, Charles Irving, we came up with the story that we heard from Miss Susan Taylor. And actually, Janet Taylor, she's pretty much a euphemism that describes the thousands of stories of missing girls around the world. And we couldn't use, real names and, real case numbers. So we came up with that just to put all of them together, just to tell the world the story of missing and endangered adults around the world today.
And how has your movie been received, or how are you getting it out there, distributing it? I know that's always difficult.
Well, we're actually getting a lot of attention from it, a lot of positive reviews, because this subject matter hasn't really been, put into the mainstream media a lot. We only hear the stories about the kidnappings and, what happens, after the fact. This story actually goes into, what happened in the moment when Janet first leaves, school right into her disappearance. So we actually give you a little bit more detail that we normally don't hear.
Now, is Jesse on the line with us as well?
Oh, yes, I'm here.
All right, Jesse, you are the producer of the movie. Now, it's I understand made to look like a real life documentary, kind of a docudrama, I guess you would call it. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, what are you expecting the audience to take away from this movie once they've seen it? What do you expect them to? How do you expect them to feel or react?
Well, we want them to. We're trying to culminate the documentary feel with a reenactment to entertain, but also to bring awareness to it. And the main way we think to do that is to make it look realistic, make it feel like this is something that's really happening, which it is in the world. And so what we want people to take from this is to be aware, especially for the college students, be careful. When you go out, yes, you're going to have fun, but also understand there are things going around, where you are, and just to be aware of your surroundings, people you're with, and have a good time and be safe.
Something that should be mandatory viewing just about on college campuses before March, maybe.
Right. Now, where
Exactly.
when is the movie going to come out, and where can people see it?
The movie's in post-production right now. It's going to be ready probably in mid-March, and we're going to shoot for the stars and have a theater release and do a couple of screenings out here in Houston and possibly all over Texas.
Okay. Now, what about the cast? Where did you come up with these folks from here in Houston as well, or is this from across the country?
The majority of them is, Houston locals. We have one actor, Corey Hart, who was just on Lifetime's Army Wives this past season. He's, leading the film. And we have Carrie Gillespie, who's a Houston local as well. Everyone is pretty much Houston local.
Very good. Well, we look forward to checking it out. Once again, the movie is called, what was the name of it? Border Break. There it is.
Border Break.
And Jesse and Lakisha, thank you for joining us, telling us about this. And we wish you luck with the movie and hopefully get that point across.
Oh, thank you.
And I have Charles on the line too. He wanted to say hello. Charles Irving.
Didn't know we had Charles on the line. Charles is here. He is. Your role again was as the
executive producer of the movie. And we appreciate you guys taking the time to give us the opportunity to share about the movie.
Well, we appreciate the fact that you went to the trouble to make it, because this is something that anybody who's got a college kid as that's gone off to school and then taken off on a trip anywhere, we all worry about them all the time. And this is hopefully something that will turn on a few lights for them before they go off and say,
and it's a
like you said,
problem.
keep your head about yourself.
It's a big problem for Texas. We're on the border of Mexico, and it's a big problem. So we appreciate that.
Okay, you bet.
All right. Thank you, guys. Good luck.